Hello, Deanna here, also known as Glamma D. Little hoarse today, forgive me. But in spite of that, I'm going to take these pickling cucumbers and I am going to make some sugar-free refrigerator bread and butter pickles. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is take these cucumbers and I'm going to slice them into 1/4 inch slices. Okay, so after I got them all chopped, I'm going to put some onion in there. Mix a little onion. And then a couple tablespoons of salt. And then I'm going to let this set for a couple hours. And what this does is draws some of the moisture out of the cucumbers and it'll help them be more crisp. So toss that a little. Maybe use a bigger bowl. Then we'll come back in a couple hours and we will rinse them and drain them and then we'll make the brine. Okay, so our cucumbers have sat with their salt for a couple of hours. I don't know if you can see, there's actually quite a bit of water in there and they've shrunk down quite a bit. So now we're gonna rinse them. Now we'll let them drain for a little bit while we make our brine. Okay, so now I'm going to make the brine. The cucumbers have rinsed and drained. And to make the brine, I'm going to use white vinegar, apple cider vinegar. This is what I'm going to use for my sugar-free sweetener, erythritol, and also some powdered stevia. And then mustard seed, celery seed, and some turmeric. So I'm going to put a cup of white vinegar. You hear the wonderful children upstairs. Excuse me, 2 cups. 2 cups of white vinegar. And then half a cup of apple cider vinegar, if I have enough. I might have to top it off with some white. I'm not sure there's enough in here. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Half cup apple cider vinegar. And then I'm going to use a cup of this granulated erythritol, which is a substitute sweetener. This is a 1/4 cup, so I'm putting 4 in. And then this is powdered stevia. And I have a certain brand that I like. It's called Trim Healthy Mama is the brand. And it is not bitter is why I use this. And if you're having a cup of tea or something, you only need this much. It's called a donk. It's like a 32nd of a teaspoon. But I want this pretty sweet, so I'm going to put about a scant quarter teaspoon in there. And then I'm going to put a half of a tablespoon of mustard seed in there. A teaspoon of celery seed. I buy most of my herbs and spices in bulk. And then I store them in mason jars. And an eighth a teaspoon of turmeric. And then I'm just going to bring that to a boil over here. And I'm going to put cucumbers in this clean quart jar. And I might have more than will fit in here. I might have to do a couple jars. I love bread and butter pickles. I'm so excited. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get another jar. Okay, so I got my cucumbers in the jar. I'm not actually sure if this brine will be enough for both jars. I might have to make some more brine, but we'll see. I'm sure I have enough for at least one here. So I'm just going to pour this brine in. And you do want it to cover. So I will have to make a little bit more for that jar. But this one here, whew, I got a little bit. This one here, beautiful. And then I just use these for the refrigerator pickles. I just use these plastic reusable lids. I use these for all kinds of stuff. We put a lot of leftovers in jars. I milk, and so I use these on my milk jars too. So there you go. These will keep a couple of months. You probably want to wait at least a day before you eat them. And that's it. Got some bread and butter refrigerator pickles. Well, I hope you enjoyed that demonstration. I love making refrigerator pickles, mostly because you don't need a lot of cucumbers. So if you don't have a huge harvest, enough to be worth canning up a bunch of jars of pickles, you can just throw some in the fridge. It doesn't take a lot of time. They keep for a couple months. So it's easy and delicious. So if you try it, let me know how you like it. Thank you.